Okay, before we get started, please note that this is a high-risk minigame, and if you die, your items will be lost. In this guide, I'll be covering all the Barrows brothers, the requirements that you're going to need, the equipment that you're going to need, how to get there, how to kill them, and the rewards that you'll receive. Okay, first up we have Aram the Blighted. He has 98 combat, has 1050 life points, his attack style is magic, his weakness is range, and his special is that he has a chance to reduce the target's strength. Okay, next up we have Torag the Corrupted. His combat level is 115, he has 1000 life points, his attack style is melee, his weakness is magic, and his special is that he has a chance to reduce run energy by 20%, which is a little pointless. Next up we have Karos the Tainted. His combat level is 98, he has 1000 life points, his attack style is range, his weakness is melee, and his special is that he has a chance to reduce agility by 20%. Next up we have Varak the Defiled. His combat level is 115, he has 1000 life points, his attack style is melee, his weakness is magic, and his special is that he has a chance to hit through prayer. Next up we have Darak the Wretched. His combat level is 115, he has 1000 life points, his attack style is melee, his weakness is magic, and his special is that the lower his life points, the greater his strength bonus. Last but not least we have Akrasay the Doomed. He will only be available after you completed Ritual of Mahar. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. His combat level is 115, he has 1000 life points, his attack style is melee, his weakness is melee or range, it varies, and his special is that he has a chance of draining 1/3 of the damage done from the opponent's prayer and 1/5 added to his own. Please note that he also switches prayers between mage and range. The next part of this guide is going to be the requirements that you're going to need to do Barrows. I would suggest at least 70 plus all combat stats, 80 plus would be recommended, and priest and power quest to gain access to Canopus. These will probably be the bare minimum requirements. The next part of this guide is going to be the equipment that you're going to need to do Barrows. Okay, the first method is going to be the Salamander method. You're going to want a Guthan's War Spear to heal yourself, a special weapon, in my case a Dragon Defender and Dragon Dagger, and you're going to absolutely need a Spade, which is a 100% necessity for doing Barrows. You're also going to want about 8 prayer pots and teleport tabs. The rest of your inventory can be monkfish. For armor, you're going to want to wear full Guthans, a black Salamander, obviously, Harrowlander tar for ammo, skill cape trimmed, Barrows gloves, D boots, and for a ring you're going to want a Ring of Life or any combat boosting ring. As you can see, I've brought up an equipment chart for the Salamander method. Feel free to pause here, I'm not going to read this out loud. The next method is going to be the hybrid method. For your inventory, you're going to want a Carol's Top, Carol's Skirt, Rune Crossbow, Slayer's Staff, Spirit Shield or a Mage Book, again a Spade, a Spec Weapon, in my case a Dragon Defender and a Dragon Dagger, about 8 prayer pots, and enough Death Runes and Mind Runes for about 500 casts, don't worry, it will get restocked on its own, Teletabs, and the rest of your inventory monkfish. For your gear, you're going to want a Helm of Neziot, Amulet of Fury, a Skill Cape Trim, Broad Bolts, Torag's Plate Body, Torag's Plate Legs, Barrows Gloves, Mystic Boots, and any combat boosting ring. As you can see, I've brought up another equipment chart. This one will be for the hybrid method. Again, feel free to pause, I'm not going to be reading this. Okay, the next part of this guide is going to be how to get to Barrows. If you have the construction level, make a Carol teleporter, it'll put you right into Canopus. Once you've arrived at Canopus, run right out of the bar, run west and south into the swamp. Watch out for the gas. If you keep running, you should be good. If they get you, they could turn your food into rotten food. Just drop it. Just keep running south until you see a little boat. You should have just enough run energy. If you can't do that, you could either ectophile to Port Potasmi, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, and run south to Canopus, or use the Dragon's Medallion directly to Barrows. Once you've gotten off the boat, you should be at Barrows. You're just going to want to run east and north, and you should be there. The next part of this guide is going to be how to kill the Barrows brothers. As you can see, I pulled up a map of Barrows and where the Barrows brothers are and what you're going to want to pray when you're fighting them. The first brother is going to be Aram's. You're going to want to pray mage and attack with range. Next up we have Torag. You're going to want to pray melee and attack with mage.
Next we have Barrows. You're going to want to pray range and attack with melee.
Next up we have Barrows. You're not going to want to use any protect prayer since you get hit through those. First you're going to use all your special attacks on him, and then you're going to go right to mage.
Next we have Derek. You're going to want to pray melee and attack with mage. Last but not least we have Accuracy. I apologize that I don't have a clip, but I did not do the quest. But pretty much you're just going to want to attack him with melee and pray melee. As you are entering the brothers' tombs, one of them will have a mysterious tunnel. Say no when it asks to enter. After you've killed all the brothers, go back there. This is a bird's eye view of those tunnels. When you're down there, your goal is to get to the middle where it says chest and receive your reward. Okay, so when you get down to the tunnel, only one of the doors is going to be open. Go through and try to get to the middle as fast as possible. You're not going to want to pray down there, since all the monsters down there, when they attack you, take away 1 prayer point. As you're moving along, the one brother that you didn't kill will appear at one of the doorways. Just kill him really quickly, it shouldn't be a problem, but make sure you have prayer points to fight him. After you've killed him, find the middle door that leads to the chest room. Since all the monsters are aggressive, you're going to want to run against the back wall and then forward really quickly, so that way you have as much time as possible to do the puzzle. Then just enter the middle, open the chest, and receive your reward. For the last part of this guide, we're going to talk about the rewards. For the common rewards, you can receive Mind Runes, Chaos Runes, Death Runes, Blood Runes, Coins, and Bolt Racks. For the more rare drops, you could receive Full Arams, Full Daroks, Full Torags, Full Varax, Full Guthans, Full Carols, and Full Accuracy, but which can only be received after a Ritual of my heart. Again, I apologize if I pronounced that wrong. The very rare drops: Dragon Medium Helm, Loof Half of Key, Tooth Half of Key. For the common drops that are pretty much worthless are the Super Defense 2, Super Strength 2, Prayer Potion 2, Restore Potion 2, and Sharks. Just a little note, the Ring of Well does influence better drops, so if you want to bring that just to flick it on at the end, feel free. And that just about concludes this Barrows guide. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment or message me through YouTube. I put a lot of effort into my guide, so please thumbs up if this guide helped you, and feel free to subscribe for future guides and videos. Thanks for watching.